So good morning, all you fellow garden adventurers. First off, I gotta say, look at how amazing this cobalt superbena is looking on all of these containers. And some of them, the sparkling amethyst is coming back. As well, again, bought this a year ago, and so this is its second season, and it overwintered beautifully here, and just wow. And I've just cut it back a few times, and it just keeps growing, so huge win for proven winners. All right, anyway, so this morning, just doing a quick job. So I had all these, I believe they were called paper whites, that came up and flowered and were beautiful. What's interesting is there's this massive clump here up in the Druid Circle garden, or the Druid Circle Fountain area, and I went around and I sort of placed some of them kind of in different spots around, but this massive solid clump came up, and so what I want to do is sort of redistribute that. It looks like the bulbs might have been beneath some weed fabric, and just said, no, we refuse to be denied, and they like burst their way up before. So at some point, I'm guessing some previous owner had done a bunch of these bulbs up here, and then the next owner didn't like them and tried to smother them all with weed fabric or something. I'm not sure. There's these other bulbs that burst through the weed fabric as well, and I've got to look up what these flowers are, because those are beautiful. But what I'm going to try to do is take some of these out of here, so I don't have one massive clump, and then maybe distribute some more around in the fountain area. But then also, so I put some of the loose bulbs in each of the bougainvillea barrels that are over here on the southern patio. And I thought I had done the same thing for this one here in the back, but either they didn't grow or I just am not remembering that. By the way, this bougainvillea is amazing. It starts off orange and then turns pink. It's really beautiful. So what I'm going to do is dig out some of those bulbs and stick them back here in this one, so it matches all the other 4 bougainvillea bulbs, and the hyacinths are coming up. Look how pretty. I've never grown hyacinths before. Those are awfully pretty. I thought they'd be taller, but that's cool that they're short. Anyway, so that is the plan, is to, while they are above ground, I figured that would be a little bit easier, is redistribute some of these, what I believe are paper white bulbs. That's what somebody told me they were. So anyways, I'm gonna put the phone down and get to work. It's a little bit tricky. I can't dig because there's the fabric, so I went and got the box cutter to cut through the fabric to see if I can't get into that jungle, and wish me luck. Okay, so almost all of them came out in one clump, so that's cool. That should make the job of dividing a lot easier. Let me grab these last ones, and we'll get to divvying up. Okay, so what I decided to do with that massive clump sphere of bulbs, so I broke it into 6 parts, and I'm gonna put 2 clumps on either side of the avocado tree here, and then on either side of the firelight hydrangeas here. The reason for that is that there is drip that runs to all of these. So the idea is, between winter rain and the moisture that'll seep off to the sides on either side of these things, should hopefully be enough for the bulbs to come back, and then especially in that early spring, late winter, as you can see, these firelights. Well, that one is starting to leaf out. This one, I'm hoping, is still alive. But I don't know, I see some green down at the bottom. But obviously those panicle hydrangeas take a while to get going, so there'll at least be some winter interest. And the key thing is I don't have to do any more drip. This is just amended soil with a bunch of mulch on top of it, so it'll be real easy to use the 7-inch auger to get all these bulbs clumps in the ground, and should be done in just a couple minutes. So see you in a second. Okay, so we got all the spots ready to drill, but on this one found what I believe is a gopher tunnel. Could be mole, but it's a little bit deep. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and set a gopher hawk there, and then I'll finish planting. I actually haven't had gophers here in the front avocado orchard, and Lord knows that could be the worst thing, because there's very expensive trees here in the front orchard. So really can't take a chance, and I'm gonna go ahead and set a trap and plant the bulbs. Okay, so here are what the 6 clumps of bulbs look like out at the front of the property in the front avocado orchard. I used a little bamboo stick and some Velcro tape to kind of give them a a grass bundle look, because they didn't have the strength. They just kind of all were flopping over. So anyways, that's I want to leave them like that, so they can continue to photosynthesize and store energy down in the bulbs. But that's what those look like. Amazing spring container. Oh look, there's another one, also just gorgeous. Anyways, but let me show you what the fountain looks like. So I moved those other as yet unidentified bulbs, that one clump over on the right, because the one was over here on the left. So it now is back to being a mostly symmetrical Druid Circle Fountain. And since I'm working on this, I think I'm gonna plant the rest of the, oh hey there lizard, Tater Tot Arborvitaes. I ordered 8 more. It looks like some of them are gonna survive, and so I think I'm gonna replace 4 that look pretty dead, and then add 4 more. So there'll be 1 here and there, basically 1 in front of the urns. And so there'll be 4 groupings of 3 of the tater tots. And then essentially, that'll leave walkways on either side of the sting arborvitae. So anyways, fountain's looking amazing. Looks so much better now that that massive clump of paper whites is redistributed other places, and we can enjoy these mystery purple ones, which go well with the decor up here. So anyways, let me go ahead and get started on those arborvitaes, and we'll be able to have this all finished for the season, hopefully. Okay, so I dug 4 holes along this strip of drip line that had existing button emitters on it. That, like I said, those were there to water what used to be whatever tree that used to be here. Anyways, so the idea is I'm gonna go take the 4 worst looking Tater Tot Arborvitaes from the front and bring it back here, and hey, if they survive, that's awesome. This will be like their little nursery / infirmary area, and maybe they'll survive, and then I'll incorporate them somewhere in the landscape. But anyways, I'm gonna go grab them, bring those back here so I can plant the 8 new ones. So I've got the 8 new ones here. And then, like I said, just gonna take these back 4. They seem to be the worst off ones. And then, so I'm gonna put 8. I'll replace these 4 and then put in 4 more in the center of the 8 that are there. So anyways, I might swap out the drip. I was just noticing those have red drip flags. That was the first time I was using drip flag drippers, so I think this will probably be better with greens. So that might be one of the issues as well. They could be getting too much water. So I got all of the 4 that weren't looking that great here in the back. Those are all transplanted in the back. I think you saw that already. And then I put in the 4 new ones, so those are looking good. Now I'm putting in a third one in between the 2, so there will be 3 in front of each of the urns. So that'll look nice, and then it'll make it clear that if you want to walk into the circle, you come in here next to the sting arborvitaes. So anyways, just 2 more to go. Got a little bit of daylight left. The marine layer has come in. Yeah, be done in hopefully just a minute. So there's not a whole lot of battery left, and not a lot of light left either, but plenty to show what we did here. So we now have put in 8 new Tater Tot Arborvitaes, swapped out the 4 that were here in the back that were looking kind of rough, transplanted them to the back of the property where they'll have a chance to recover if they are. And then we added a 3rd in between the existing 2. So there's now 3 in front of each of the urns. So just to back up to see kind of what that looks like. So you've got 3 that are in front of the urns. Also, we removed that giant clump of about 100 paper whites or something, and then moved these other beautiful purple flowers that are popping up. So they're kind of even, 2 clumps on either side. So I think the Druid Circle is all done for any sort of structural things. Again, we've got sting arborvitaes. So, you know, sort of the entryway into the circle is now on either side of the sting arborvitae. And, you know, if, you know, when these are all done flowering, what I might do is on these beautiful purple ones, maybe divide them up, and so it's, you know, going all 4 directions or something. So that might be something to do when they're all done. But just gonna enjoy how beautiful this thing is looking. And just, you know, gosh, if the Super Bina looks this amazing already, I can't imagine how awesome it's gonna look, especially if these, the tater tots take off a little bit and the stings get going this year. That would be wonderful. And those 4 that are recovering in the back, hey, that's great. Was such a cute ornamental little evergreen. I know I'll be able to find places for it. So hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to hit the like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe and come on back if you haven't subscribed yet. Please leave a comment. Tell me what you liked, what I could do better, what you learned, what your favorite flower was, any ideas you had for me, and share with your friends. And most importantly, you know, enjoy gardening and all the beautiful things that nature has for us. So until the next time, happy gardening.